This is Eric Rutan of Cannibal Corpse. You are listening to the Scars and Guitars podcast with Andrew McKay Smith.
G'day everybody, welcome to the show. I have absolutely no fucking idea how to introduce this chat. That's a first, so this will be interesting. And that's the best way of introducing it. I have absolutely no idea how to tell you that I just had a chat with Cremator from Ghoul, who remained in character for the entire duration of the chat. My wife's right when she says I don't have a humorous bone in my body. I was never going to be a comedian. She's much quicker on her feet than what I am. So have some fun at my expense, why don't you? Especially during the opening exchanges, when I figured at some point he'd just take off the hood and we'd start talking about metal like what normally happens on the show, but it doesn't. He's in character the entire chat. The catalyst for the chat with Cremator is due to the launch of a new EP from their group, their first in some time. It's titled Noxious Concoctions. If you like modern thrash, there is frankly none better. That was actually the impetus behind me getting in touch with Liz from Earsplit PR, who kindly organised our introduction. So anyway, for what it's worth, I've tried. Ladies and gentlemen, I bring to you a chat with Cremator, who resides in Creepsylvania, by the way, from the group Ghoul.
Bonjour.
Bonjour. Love it. Nice work.
How are you doing, human?
I'm very good, fellow. I shouldn't say fellow, but is it Ghoul? Is that the right term to describe you?
Yes, you could call us ghouls. We do live in a cemetery and feast upon the flesh of human beings. So it's about as textbook a definition as one can get, you know.
I haven't done an interview like this. I'm excited. Thank you for making the effort. I appreciate it.
Yeah, it would be really fascinating for you to try an interview where you ask questions and then someone answers. This is new.
New.
We are breaking new ground here.
We are indeed. It's innovative at the very least.
Absolutely.
Where should I start? Where should I start then? I'm I'm thrown, but
Let's start at the beginning. My mother was a whore living in Paris, and she accidentally got knocked up. Didn't know about it for like 9 months, and I dropped on the floor on my head, and it's been downhill ever since.
Okay. Rightio, yeah. I'm just trying to get into a more humorous mode of asking you questions because all I've got prepared is serious questions, but I'll start anyway.
You know, what do you think? You're a comedian? I'm not a comedian either, but let's just go with these straight questions. What do you got? Fire away, buddy, fire away.
All right, my friend. Let's do it. Okay, so look, congratulations on the release of the new EP. It's fantastic, by the way. That's what inspired me to reach out to Liz, who in turn connected me with you. And
merci. It is very good, isn't it?
Yeah. Je suis.
We put a good, 15% effort into it. That's the most we've ever done.
Je ne parle pas beaucoup de français. Un petit peu seulement.
Oui.
Okay. So it's been
a long time since I lived in France. Really, the only thing I have left is an outrageous accent.
Wonderful. All right. Okay.
And a sense of entitlement.
And a sense of entitlement. Yeah. Indeed. Yeah, I haven't been there actually. New Caledonia is near Australia, so that's where we get our French-speaking cohort from.
Well, we don't even get those. They're French-speaking. They're like mountain French people. Who can understand them?
Rightio.
Like Quebecois, like there's just like gibberish out of their mouths.
Indeed. Yes, it is. Yeah. We don't get too many here these days. I think they've all gone back to the mainland, but there you go. Anyway, but look, just on Ghoul, what inspired the new release? Because it's not quite been a decade, but it's been a number of years.
Well, what inspired it was we got a really good tour offer and we realized we should have something to sell. That was the main inspiration for the EP. Capitalism.
Capitalism as opposed to communism. Yeah.
You know, we've kind of been sitting around during the pandemic, not really doing much because there are so many people to eat. It was a wonderful time. But as the vaccines got rolled out, at least to the people willing to take it, you know, Still some dumb ones die. Dumb people are dying all the time, and we get to eat them. But, the food supply lessened as less people were dying. And we were like, hey, let's work on a record. And then we got the tour offer with Municipal Waste. And we're like, oh, shit, we don't have a record finished. Let's do an EP. People will buy anything.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. So was there anything specific? You had to have a release out there. I get that. Was there anything specific you wanted to achieve with it, though? Was there some songs? Yeah.
We're always just trying to tell the story of what life is like in Creepsylvania. We're not writing fiction. We're not the gimmick band. We're telling you the real things from the street. And, it's good because a lot has happened since Dungeon Bastards, obviously. And we thought people could use a little primer, a little intro to some of the wild and zany people living in Creepsylvania that are going to become key players as we unfold what has happened in our country after the coming of Abominants, the king of the Moldy Ones, the eldritch plant gods of another dimension. And so, it's kind of like a prologue.
Prologue. There you go. Hey, what do you do for kicks in Creepsylvania? What's the main attraction?
There's like nothing to do in Creepsylvania. That's why we play music. I mean, otherwise, we'd go on roller coasters. There's no roller coasters. We could go to the movies. Movies are banned. All movies are banned. There's only one movie that ever plays 24 hours a day. A history of Commandant de Brunkum. I don't think it's very real. I think it's propaganda bullshit. He's a terrible fascist dictator. So pretty much we just stay underground, get really drunk to try to forget that we live in Creepsylvania.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Are there beautiful women there at all to keep you entertained in any way?
No. Oh, no. God, no. I think you would even recognize as a woman. Nothing. And the men are not any better. It's a terrible place full of malnutrition. Everybody works at the tar pits. Really, this is as handsome as it gets in Creepsylvania. Honestly, I was on Creepsylvania Vogue.
Okay.
Cover model right here. One of the best looking people in Creepsylvania.
I'd agree with that. You're the only person I met from Creepsylvania, but you're a very handsome young man.
Thank you. Yes, it's all the moisturizing that I do. All around here. Don't forget the bottom. You can't forget to moisturize the tail.
No. Hey, if Vogue has made Creepsylvania's chart hits, what about Macarena? Has that got there yet?
Oh no, Vogue. I meant Vogue the magazine.
Oh shit! Okay, there you go. Right, I thought you were doing Vogue like Vogue the moves for the Madonna song.
I was voguing.
Ah, right.
Listen to this one.
Okay, dabbing and voguing.
If I got this one down, I know how to do the Macarena. Okay, this is the way it goes. Yes, of course we got the Macarena. The dogs have already been let out in Creepsylvania. It's all by bootleg underground trading. And unfortunately, the only thing we get are terrible dance pop hits on bootleg demos. Okay,
yeah. Hey, how do you resolve disputes in Creepsylvania then? What happens if someone wants to steal something of yours and you want it back?
Severe violence. Violence is the way to end all disputes. People say violence is not the answer. But what has ever solved more problems than violence? Sheer, abject violence.
Yes, indeed. Yes, yeah. So how did you manage to fly in Scott Evans or how did you manage to get to Antisleep? Is it Antisleep Audio, the studio there? How did you manage that?
Yes, Antisleep. Scott Evans is a wonderful, wonderful engineer. We've had him shackled up in our cavern for a while. If you listen carefully, you can hear the screams. So yes, he used to be busy with a great band called Ghoul in Walled City. And he was in Kowloon Walled City, and he used to produce other things. But he's locked up over in the basement, and Kogar throws him some slop once in a while.
Oh yeah, some slop. I'd love some. I'd love the slop. What's the main ingredient?
Humans.
So like Soylent Green. It's a bit like Soylent Green. Yeah.
We prefer ours raw. Soylent Green is a little too processed. It's not very healthy for you. We're on a raw diet. We eat raw humans.
Okay. Yeah.
It's great for the digestion. Yeah. You can pass a whole femur right through your ass with the amount of fiber I get.
Gotcha. Okay. What about I'm curious, the Moron Cavern Shackled Choir. Are they also in a dungeon somewhere or Oubliette?
We got a lot of people in the dungeon down there. That's why we have to kill so often. We have so many mouths to feed. And we have to keep them, we only pull them out every about 6 to 8 years. We poke them with hot prods to get the cool sounding gang vocal out of them, and then it's back to the dungeon.
Back to the dungeon. Lock them away. Throw away the key. What do you reckon?
No, we can't throw away the key. We might make another record.
Shit. Yeah, forgot.
Then we're going to need them again.
Yeah.
And hot irons that we poke them with.
How do you guys clearly argue about this? The EP is available in many different formats, which is impressive. So who wins the fights and the arguments about what color the vinyl is, that sort of thing?
Oh, that would be Scotty Karate from Tank Grimes. If it were up to me, I only have an 8-track player, so I can't even listen to it. I have an 8-track player that I put back together from cobbled parts in the Eastern Bloc. And, it's got some like Cyrillic writing on it, the Russian type font. I don't know, but I got it working. And now all I can listen to is a really fucked up version of Pink Floyd's The Wall that cuts off in the middle of songs because 8-track is a terrible format. But the other songs are short. So I'm really pushing Scotty. I want the slime green 8-track. I want a splatter 8-track. I want the black 8-track. I want all the 8-track variants, but he won't listen to me. And he lives 10,000 miles away, so there's very little I can do. He lives in a hut on a mountaintop. So I can't even get a hold of him. And he would just get it in the Raven comes with our shipment of vinyl, and I would just find out what the colors are.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Well, that means that you need to get things delivered. So what happens when you get the bloody Scientologists and the Jehovah's Witnesses knocking at your door wanting to proselytize?
Oh, we let them inside. They just never leave.
Has Tom Cruise tried to get in yet? Has he left it?
We get, these people in this choir die all the time. They need replacements.
Yes.
That's why I went to the late night things. I say, yes, I would love to talk about the Book of Mormon. Please come by my cavern. It's going to be, we'll have a wonderful talk. Put on your best tie, best short sleeve button-up shirt. Bring that book on down here. I have 48 copies already. But come on down anyways. We'll have a chat.
Yeah. Hey, what are the major celebratory events such as, we have Easter and Christmas and national days of significance in this world here, but in your world, what are the most significant days?
Well, of course, there's Commandant de Brunkum Day. Everyone has to go out and celebrate the deer leader. And that's actually, that comes up once a month. There's a day once a month for that. There's National Tar Day, the main export of Creepsylvania from the tar pits. We've got, what are the other holidays we have here? We got Arbor Day. We do have Arbor Day. That's the same.
Nice.
We love trees. What are you going to do without them? Not breathe very well. That's what I hear.
Nah. Hey, I remember years ago there was a band with Trace Bruins from Mr. Bungle, and I think the bassist Trevor Dunn was in it too. It's called Faxed Head, and they all had names like McPatrick Head. They were from Headland or something. Have you guys ever crossed paths and had an argument or a fight?
I've never. I've actually met both Trevor Dunn and Trace Bruins, and they are both lovely, sweet people. They didn't want to talk to me, but they did not have much of a choice either because I could be a real punisher,
Yeah.
So, but yes, lovely, lovely people, wonderful musicians. A little too wonderful. I may have broken a couple of Trevor's fingers in a fit of jealousy.
Yeah.
So I could have asked him for tips. I should have thought about that. Instead of breaking his fingers, I could have asked him for some bass tips.
Bass guitar. I play bass too. I just played it for hours on end last night in a rehearsal. So
How good are you, and where do you live? Do I have to come find you?
Gold Coast, Brisbane, Australia. There you go. You got to come here.
That looks pretty shitty. I think you're okay.
Great. All right. So What base are you a BC Rich user? Have they managed to make their way into Creepsylvania as a brand?
Yes, I'm. We get. It's kind of, we don't get a lot to pick. It's basically we pilfered some graves. Once in a while, a musician who has died a sad death of the lonely, failed artist that he was gets buried with his instrument to remind him in death that music is not a choice to make. It is not a good choice to make. You're going to hell with your fucking instrument. And but we'll take it. Then they don't have it in hell either. They got nothing to do. Yes, I've had a couple BC Riches come through that way. Quite a few ESP LTD bass guitars I found in the graveyard over there. I do like that. I do like that a lot. I've got the E2 string that is a big favorite of mine. Yes.
Nice work. Yeah, nice work. So, with your get up and you're coming out of another realm and
what get up?
Yeah, well, there you go. Sorry, my apologies. There you go. So, so when you're coming out of Creepsylvania and you're interacting with us mere mortals, what's a typical reaction?
The typical reaction is either fear or adulation. So we get the normies, they fear us. We get the kids, they worship us. Look at us, who wouldn't want to be just like us?
Absolutely.
And then, we might kill a few of them, but they don't mind. They're willing to make the sacrifice.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I definitely
don't like to kill. We actually don't like to kill. We just like to eat human flesh. It can be dead.
Yeah.
But if that's not around, I'm sorry. Boys got to eat. I got to, keep my muscles strong to make this rash.
You do. Yeah, you got to get your protein sorted, haven't you?
That's right.
God almighty, this music doesn't write itself.
Yeah, you look like you got a fair amount of protein on you there, buddy boy. Yeah, all right. Oz in the house.
Arms in the house. There we go. Yeah. I swim a lot. There you go.
If you're down in the southern hemisphere, does your meat taste backwards? Is it tame?
It might. I do know that it flushes the other way, though, if that's the right word. It spins the other way when it goes down the toilet. There you go. That's
often my shit spins out of my ass. I wonder if you would spin the other direction.
Probably. I've spent a fair bit of time in the US, but I haven't.
Yes, I don't know what direction the toilet spins. I only know what my splatter looks like against the wall.
Yes. Hey, talking about Australia, have you messages and mail from Australia managed to reach you in Creepsylvania?
Oh, yes. The Creepsylvanian Post, it takes a long time, but the Raven works very good. We have a Raven system. That's our air mail. And they fly in, you have to bat them around, they drop the leather. But yes, we have some fans in Australia, I understand. We've had several offers to go to Australia. Nothing's worked out. I don't know. We hear from these people and then they disappear. I think the Australian government might have a problem with trying to let us into your country.
Well, they shouldn't.
So maybe,
for you.
But I don't know. These people they go somewhere. I don't know. It's fucked up. Pretty much all English-speaking countries have horrible right-wing fascist dictator presidents, right?
Prime ministers in our case, yes. Yeah, we like
Canada. It's a president. Come on, it's just work with me here.
El Presidente.
He's an asshole. I know that.
Hey, who's the leader of Creepsylvania?
That is the aforementioned Commandant the Brunkum.
Oh, okay.
Elected leader. 101% of the vote. You know what I'm saying? So he's a real bugaboo, and he chases us all over the world. He's always trying to get our shows shut down. He can't stand us having a good time, or the fact that we hideously scarred him in a terrible mesmetron accident.
Oh, wow. Shit. Okay. Hey, who's the...
Accept the apology, bro. Move on.
Who's the biggest asshole in Ghoul? Who would you say would be?
In Ghoul?
Yeah.
Oh, me. Absolute me. I'm a terrible fucking
Cremator takes number one on that front.
Yes, I've already insulted you several times. Digester is much friendlier. He's a really nice guy. He's a really nice guy. Just don't piss him off because he can punch a hole through a wall. I can't punch anything, so I deflect my weakness through an over exuberant sense of feeling better about myself. Egotism. That is my defense. And I have to crush you before me. Just like all French people have to crush people to feel better about themselves because they are French.
Yes, yeah. Well, being French, do you prefer rugby or soccer or football, as they call it over there? Which one of the two do you prefer?
I prefer table tennis.
Table tennis, yeah. Not putt, not mini golf.
No. I keep getting lost in the house, the windmill. I go in and I can't get out because that thing keeps going by like this, and I can't get out the door. I haven't figured it out yet. I've had to be rescued by Dissector so many times in putt golf. It's terrible.
Oh shit! Yeah, no, I'm with you on that one. There, I got stuck in there once too. It's not
Scary,
pleasant.
but some of them have dragons there.
Yeah,
and they eat your ball. It's very frightening. I can't handle it.
I'm more scared of those overbearing mothers that go there, that try to kick your kids off, and so that their kids can go forward because their kids are really good at it. They're scary. They're bloody scary.
Are a big problem. They're a big problem. They come to our shows sometimes, and that's when we're very nice. Because I don't know if you know that thrash is not a very mature audience.
True.
So we have a lot of children coming, and their mothers come, and they nag, and they bitch, and they moan, and it's a terrible, terrible scene. The parking lot is full of minivans. It's awful.
Yeah. Hey, I know you're not in any other bands like Exhumed or anything like that. Totally understand that.
Absolutely not. No.
If
those guys are posers. I don't know. I've never listened to a record. Why would I bother?
Oh, I agree. Hey, if you were going to get into a fight with Matt Harvey, who'd win?
Matt Harvey. Are we talking an intellectual fight or a physical fight?
That's a good point. Let's go with intellectual fight. Let's go with an argument. Yeah.
Can I cheat?
Yeah, of course. That's part of course.
Okay, cool. Then I win. I insult him and I crush his soul down to nothing. I insult him so terribly that he feels miserable about himself and he cannot think. Then I will destroy Matt Harvey.
Oh, no doubt. Yeah, no doubt.
I will body shame him. I will tell him he has a stupid name. I will insult his father and say that he has a small penis, which is the truth. So, fuck you, Matt Harvey. You can't take me on. I know all the best insults, you weakling.
Hey, I reckon I'd pay to watch a fight between you guys and Slipknot. I know who'd win that too.
Well, they are more of Slipknot, I have to say. But we do have a giant monkey monster who sometimes hangs out with us. He can kill the clown. Definitely. I could take the clown. The guy's a clown.
Yeah. Hey, occasionally.
Take your music seriously, clown. Why are you dressed like a clown? Why can't you be a serious artist like Ghoul?
Yeah, agreed. Yeah. Well, there's another serious artist as Midnight. Do people get you sometimes confused?
They have mixed us up. This is racism. This is straight racism. Just not all people wearing hoods look alike, okay? We are people too. We have a name. Am I not human? Do I not bleed? I'm still partially human. But yeah, there has been some confusion. But Midnight, that's a sick fucking band and friends of Ghoul. And we have played shows together. And we've also killed people together. We love Midnight. Can't wait to see those motherfuckers again.
Yeah, they just came through Australia. Fantastic, yeah. But if you were going to come to Australia, who would you like to bring with you?
Who would I like to bring with me? Is Kate Blanchett free? She's a nice lady. I'd like to bring Kate Blanchett with me.
The actress. There you go. That'd be a great doubleheader.
Yeah, right. Kate Blanchett and Ghoul, night after night. It'd be great.
She could just mime off to the side or act or something when you guys are playing.
Yeah, she will act tonight because I'm going to force her to act like she likes us.
I think she'd
nice
like
lady.
Us.
She's a nice lady.
Yeah. What's not like to like? What is there not to like about you guys, though? That's the real question, isn't it? That's the underlying.
The murder, the murdering.
Oh, yeah. But it's
the occasional baby eating. Those are things not to like about us.
All right. Are there any final words? Is there anything that I haven't asked that I should have known to ask and I really should be, chastised for not asking?
My sign.
Oh, okay. You have astrological signs in Creepsylvania?
Dude, It's the planet Earth, is it not? We all love astrology. It's the best. That way you can engage in space racism. You can say, I'm sorry, you're just a piece of shit because you were born in April. Fuck you. That's not weird at all to ascribe things to people's births, right? To describe certain physical or personality traits to them. Space racism.
Yeah, and I know, and it's pertinent because I am born in April, so I am a piece of shit clearly based on that profile.
Okay, so space racism works.
Yeah.
So you're a big proponent. Yeah. Well, I'm a Pisces, so I'm the best.
You are indeed. You're just before me, I think, in the March, isn't it? March or even late February. There you go.
March, yes, March. I was born on the Ides of March. Beware them always.
Oh yeah, fucking oath, absolutely. Well, this has been
yes. Part of the new EP. Look at this. Look at this beautiful cover. It says New York. They spelled our name wrong.
They did. What did they do?
They spelled it wrong. Oh shit! No, it's okay.
There you go.
Très bien. It's very good. If you're smart, you also got the cocktail book, which comes with the Die Hard edition, with actual cocktail recipes inside to get fucking loaded on.
Nice.
I hear Australians love getting loaded.
We do.
Also drinking
all the time.
Strawberry milk at the beach.
Probably. I prefer beer.
It's fucking disgusting.
But yeah. Strawberry milk at the beach, yeah. That is a bit off actually, but
you guys are fucking weird. It's being upside down all day. It's got a fucking brain up.
I'd say so. All the blood's gone to our heads. Yeah, that's what's happened. Yeah. That book looks great.
I wish you the best of luck.
Yeah.
Enjoy your strawberry milk on the beach.
I will do. I'm honoured.
And your savoury pies.
I'm honoured. This has been great. Thanks very much for the chat, Cremator. Awesome.
Yes. Go hug a koala for me. Cuties.
All right. You can't say I didn't try. I wish I knew in advance, though, that he was going to be in character because I would have developed questions that were more in line with it. I think I did all right, though. I know you lot in the peanut gallery who don't like me because I ask questions around politics and stuff will probably think, no, you're fucking shit. And you know what? We're all going to die at some point, so we might as well try to have a bit of fun along the way and not take life too seriously. That's the way I look at a chat like that with the great Cremator from Ghoul. Do check out the album, by the way, as well. Noxious Concoctions, superb stuff. All right, go and check out more of my chats if you're new to this at scarsandguitars.com or even here on YouTube. There's plenty. There's heaps, as a matter of fact. There's quite a number of people that came on board when I had the chat with Glenn from Deicide. Is there any other Glenn in death metal? Probably, but there's only one Glenn that matters, and that's Glenn Benton. So welcome, if that's the case, and go and check out especially the chats with the members of Cradle of Filth. That's more my typical bag. All right, that's enough. My name's Andrew Mackay Smith, and I'm the host of the Scars and Guitars podcast. Until the next one, it's a goodbye for now.